Hey, happy New Year, everybody. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Happy New Year. And I'm so glad you can join us today. Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Charles Matthews, and welcome to the Charles Matthews Morning Show. So glad that you guys can be here today. Now, listen, if you are new to the show, this is what happens. We bring you special events, hard events that you cannot miss because it is 2024 and we are changing our mindset and we're going straight for it. Now, how the show works is I bring interesting guests just like me and you and talk about great things they're doing, great things in the community. And if you want to know what's happening, this is the channel to come to. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter, Twitch, all over. So tell a friend that we are live right now. So without further ado, I like to bring in some co-hosts here and there to talk about what's going on, and they just make it run smooth. So this is the channel you should be at watching right now. So what I'm going to do is give you a minute to call your friends, call your family, and let them know that we are live right now and something's coming up very special. But while you're doing that, let me bring in a special co-host right now. Let's go.
Hi everyone. Good morning. This is
Hey, how you
Rashida.
doing?
Thank you so much. I'm great. How are you doing today?
And, okay, you know what, to be honest? I'm cold. It is cold outside. I'm gonna be honest, it's cold. But it's our job right now to warm up everybody that's online right now. I think we can do that because we got some hard, powerful information that's gonna warm up their soul, make them feel happy. So you ready to do that?
Sure.
All right, let's do that right now. All right, we're gonna welcome our first guest to the show. Let's welcome our first guest.
Hello, everyone. Happy New Year.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I am cold. I have a double sweater set on. That's your first indication that I'm cold. But I'm doing great. Thank you, Charles. I'm pleased to be on the program again. I really enjoy it.
And we're so pleased to have you. Every time you come on, I know it's great information you give everybody. So I'm going to leave you two, and then I'll see you in a minute.
Okay.
Go ahead, live. You're live. Go ahead. Ask her your questions.
Sure. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you, Michelle, for coming to this session. So, the program is based on what we have learned in 2023 and what we can make a better in 2024. So, as a reflection lesson from 2023. What we have learned, what we can do more better that we couldn't do in 2023, and we want to do into 2024. It means this year.
Okay. Well, those are really important questions, and it's really nice to start them off in January. So this is a great thing to do. There's actually several questions in what you just asked, so I'll just break it down. One of the things is, what's the lesson of 2023? And I should introduce what I do so that people understand where I'm coming from. I'm a wealth manager, which means I manage people's assets, individuals, corporations, foundations, and pension funds. So I have been in the investment management world for 30 years. So when I answer a question like, what lessons have we learned? I think in terms of my own world, which is financial world. And the answer to what I have learned in 2023 is that not taking action cost people either time or money. So sometimes you're afraid to make a move. If I translate that into what I do, people want to learn about investing or want to start investing to make their personal life better, but they're afraid because there's a lot of news that suggests things aren't going well, and they listen to the negative news. And so it, in many ways, it paralyzes them. And so they don't take a step forward. So if you did something, even when the odds looked like it wasn't great, you end up so much better off. So that was the first lesson that I saw when I met with people and, individuals and clients. that not taking action costs. But the second thing, the lesson learned is that small steps have a great reward. So when we're setting goals, when we're planning, we don't have to be big time goal setters. We need to have good goals that will help us and move down our path, but small is good too. Small steps are really good and have big impact.
Yeah, for sure. So a person who wants to invest, so the first stage is they are scaring. They
Right.
don't know what to do.
Right.
So whether they will succeed for this or no. So when it's came to making money, so there is always you should think properly and you should make a good decision for yourself and for your family. Thank you so much. So you have mentioned the goals for 2024. So what strategy should we consider while making a financial goal for this year?
So I think the very first, when you think about what's the purpose of a goal, the purpose of the goal is to help you move down a path. That life throws all kinds of curves at you, but if you have in mind, this is okay, what's happening now, I know where I'm going, I know what I'm trying to do. So goals are a really effective way to chart your path for 2024, and it allows you to sort of keep yourself on track. The first thing you have to do when setting goals is to realize that you're 100% responsible for your life, and you've got to think positively and start from that path. These are some of the what's called the starting from the success. So you realize that you're responsible. If you don't realize that, make that decision right now. I'm responsible. I have to be in charge. Then you have to decide what it is you want, and then focus on what you want and focus on your strengths and build in support, people like me. So goals for 2024 on the financial side is to learn. Basically, that means financial literacy. No matter where you are in your life, what stage you're at, financial literacy is important. There's always something you could learn. So making a goal of 2024 to learn a little bit more about financial literacy. And that can be as simple as taking a class online, or I do regular talks to people starting out saving and investing. There's other people like me out there where you can get complimentary courses. So the first is to learn, because when you learn, you empower yourself, and women need to be empowered. And one way they have not been empowered is on the financial side. So learning a little bit about it is really important. And then once you learn, you want to get into a cycle of save and invest. And those would be the goals: learn, save, and invest.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your all good words, and let us know to make, when we are making goals for this year, we should consider this, that we should take a note that we are responsible for ourselves. We should know what we are doing. We should focus on the learnings, and we should go ahead. So I definitely we will have a
excellent year. Yeah, best year ever.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll be right back. Here we go. Yeah, you got small steps. She said it. I always see it when New Year comes. Everybody's like, "Oh, what's your New Year's resolutions?" And they make these big, huge resolutions, and they want to go for it. And if they don't go for it, they get disappointed. But all it takes is one step at a time to get that vision, to get that going. So, very well said. All right, our next guest is right here, and she's ready to go.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Great. Hello, Charles. Thanks for having me yet again. It's wonderful to be back.
It's always great to have you. We were just joking. I know we're comfortable. We're before the show starts. We're finding out how each one's doing, what we're gonna do to get going. Hitting the ground. running or not running.
Yeah.
But I'll let you talk about it right now. You can tell everybody how it gets it done. All right.
Will do.
All right.
Excuse me.
Good morning, Richal, and Happy
Good
New Year to
morning.
you.
Happy New Year to you, Zailasht.
So we will start the questions. So
Sure.
yeah, basically the question is all about the 2023, how we reflect or how what is the learnings, and second is we are going jump to the 2024 plans. So the first question that I want to know and we want to learn from you is how is the focus on embarrassing unplanned opportunities that is emphasized in the discussion about 2023, and how we can this mindset contribute a planning for a better year.
Okay. Wonderful. So again, really powerful questions. Fantastic. So in terms of 2023, coming into a new year, and this is the thing, excuse me, first of all, part of what I do, I identify as a supreme spiritual guide and courage mentor in my practice. And I support and guide intuitive women in business in, effectively, living with intuition and intention as their whole and complete selves. So I come from the angle of you are the common denominator in your life and every experience you have. So as Charles was talking about, people come into a new year or a new phase with all these big goals and big dreams and big plans. And what I've found in my work and dealing with clients is that when you create something that is so big and yet you have not put the systems in place, this is where the planning comes in,
Mhm.
then we're bound to get in over our heads, and then we feel disappointed when things don't work out the way we had thought, right? So New Year's resolutions are a really big thing for a lot of people, yet we know come January, not even hitting February, we've already fallen off the wagon. Like many people have already like thrown their hands up and they've given up on these goals that they set. So my work is foundational. So I'm looking at what lies underneath all the big goals and stuff. So I look at who you're being, I look at your discipline, I look at your intention, I look at the practical and measurables of what exactly it is you're looking to create, achieve, experience in your life, being your whole and complete self. And this requires radical honesty. So, especially in this day and age with all the information we have available, right? You can agree that a lot of the information of how to do stuff and what things are supposed to look like and big goals are already available. There are YouTube videos, there are all kinds of things, online you can Google. So people feeling challenged about setting goals and lessons and what they've learned coming in, you're the common denominator. The only thing that changes in your results is you, right? So the invitation is to look within and get honest with yourself about what you want and what it is you're looking to create. And the biggest part, what are you willing to do and who are you willing to become in order for those results you desire to match up, to be in alignment? So part of living with intention is about alignment. And so what lessons have we learned from 2023 is that you're the same person. Who are you willing to become in order to align with these big, audacious goals that you have for 2024? And remember, this goes beyond just a New Year's thing. This can be into any new situation in your life. Who are you being going into a new relationship? Who are you being going into a new position, a new role, a new responsibility, right? going into a new role as a parent. Like, it can be anything for which you have no precedence for. So coming out of 2023, going into 2024, we have no precedence for 2024, yet we do have the experience of what it means to transition into a new year from an old year. So what are we doing to promote and instill trust in ourselves and our willingness to commit to our success, to our well-being, to being a contributor? So I look at those fundamentals before you layer any big goals on top of it. It's like that commitment to oneself, to be in committed action, to execute whatever is in front of you. And it always begins small. Because best believe, should you not be committing to completing those small things, there's no point in the big audacious goals. You begin where you're at. And that's what I invite people to consider.
Thank you so much for your good words, Richelle. So you have mentioned that as a reflection for 2023. So we should, first of all, we should know the foundation. We should know who we are. What are our disciplines and what we can achieve, what we can create. So if we know these all, so we can move forward better for to make a goal for 2024. So thank you so much, and for making the goals to make a rule to play in 2024. So the goal settings that we can understand based on the success principle for the process of making a goal settings, what can be?
Well, I mean, it's different for everyone. So in terms of goal setting, as I said, once you establish what it is that you're looking to create in your life, I typically, you create a desire, like a goal, and then I recommend you reverse engineer it. There are all kinds of ways to go about doing this. And you get to explore and get curious and find out what works for you. It's not a one size fits all. So starting small is the way I look at it. You start with something that is, it's almost like rain in the step you're in. All things considered, it's about creating a precedence of wins for yourself. So as you start small, you're able to create those wins for yourself, and it builds confidence. And you then get to see what the next step is and the next step. And then you start to build momentum. So the goal in and of itself, you can start with a big goal and then break it down into smaller steps where you can break it down per day. You can break it down the week, a quarter, right? A month. You find your own rhythm. Again, it's not a one size fits all. The important thing here is to create an energy of completion and a pattern of completion. So whatever the big goal is, that is in alignment with what it is you want to see in your life, experience in your life, create, contribute to society, have a positive impact. Whatever that is, it can be anything. And then you break it down. Here's the overarching goal for 2024. This is who I'm looking to be in the world. Then you break it down. What are the components of that? What would be required? And you typically look at 5 pillars. And that is family, finance, friendship, fitness, and faith. So I break it down under the umbrellas of these 5 pillars. What would be required of me under these 5 pillars that will feed into that vision, overarching vision and goal for my life for 2024? And then you go ahead and build that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all your good words. And I hope that everyone enjoyed and learned a lot from this session. And thank you so much, Charles, for helping me to this podcast.
Not a problem. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Immigrant Women in Business, IWB, is a non-profit organization bringing together women from over 50 different countries around the globe. These women have now made Canada their home and share a common goal of providing value to their new sisters. Our motto of "We are stronger together" resonates with all members, and with a diverse membership of business leaders, entrepreneurs and community builders, our goal is to make Canada better and provide guidance and leadership to those that follow.
Yes. We're back live. All right. And don't forget, tomorrow. And did I say tomorrow? I'm going to say tomorrow again. We have something special coming up. You don't want to miss it. It is Zoom. You can log on. That's right. Just log on and get all information. You can sit back in your home, relax. Don't worry about the cold. And we want you to log on and get involved. So, Rachel, tell everybody what's happening on the Zoom meeting tomorrow.
Tomorrow is a fantastic IWB event, Immigrant Women in Business. It's all about mindset reset and recharging your dreams. It is 100% virtual. So again, yes, you can chill, be in your Snuggie, and show up and get a few, tips and tricks on how to align yourself for a successful year ahead. And it's at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, and I sent the link out to all the platforms. You can get it right there. I'm going to pop it up on the screen. There it is right there. So make sure you can log on. It's absolutely free. That's the key part right now. You can log on and get some information for now. And then the free ones are going to not last long. So we want you to dive on as fast as you can. Because once the free ones are gone, they're gone. So we want you to dive on. And don't forget, there's many other events coming up. So we want you to log on, always be available to see what great events is coming up. And I just want to say, I love this picture right here. Michelle, tell us about this picture. What was going on here?
Well, they said that I looked too much like finance. They were trying to take my picture, and they said, "You're way too much like an investment banker." I had my suit on and everything. And so they grabbed us all together and were telling jokes, and they just got me to lighten up, and that's what happened. All of us were laughing, and they snapped the picture. So there you go.
So this is what you get when you come to an IWB event: the fun, the knowledge, it's all in one. So make sure you come down. And if you want to see the superstar in person, make sure you come out and check one of our special events. I just want to thank everybody that's been commentating, putting it in there. So thank you so much for all your great comments and helping us out. So don't forget, log on. You don't want to miss it. And we got a lot more in store in 2024. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Tell a friend, and we're going to see you next time, everybody.
Yes. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, everyone. Lovely to be here.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Immigrant Women in Business, IWB, is a non-profit organization bringing together women from